Boo, that's terrifying. I love Poltergeist the movie, but that part always scared me. The toys all going off and the okay.
I wish the word was pronounced poltergeist.
Poltergeist. They do have. Why? There's a word called poltergeist. It's when the spirit of geese.
Yeah.
And that's a totally different thing.
Yeah. Welcome to Talk About Scary, the show where we do just that. Talk about scary places or things.
I'm Adam.
I'm Clay. You think you can get closer to your microphone than I can? You're wrong.
I can pretty much just hear your mouth, the wetness of your mouth.
I can feel.
Got some nice mouthfeel you got going on there.
Fuzz in my nose.
Don't stick my fuzz in your nose.
And I can taste it. I can taste the fuzz. It's fuzzy.
I put the dead cat on that one. That way it stops your pops from happening.
I eat dead cats for breakfast.
It's so weird sounding. Please stop. Oh God. It's in my ear. We're using a new recorder and we have our headphones on, a whole new rig, and he's just doing the spit noise. I'm so sorry. Please stop. I can't do this. That's so gross. Okay. Clay hates scorpions. They gross him out. And that grosses me out more than anything.
I do hate scorpions.
And that grosses me
out. I'll stop.
I do audiobooks sometimes, and sometimes you'll get a little mouth pop or some mouth feel in there, and I'm constantly editing it out to make sure it's not in there. And it's just, I'm not editing this for the people at home so you can hear what he was doing because it was funny, but it's also not funny. It's gross. So
yeah, and if there's listeners out there that like listening to that, I'm going to give you 3 seconds uninterrupted that you can just loop.
I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. Please
and now moving on to our topic.
I hope that doesn't come through in the recording. Okay, so this is an interesting one. It's a haunting. I said I wouldn't do very many hauntings, but this is a fun one, and it kind of hits home because everybody likes Frozen. Everybody loves Elsa is her name, right?
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
My little granddaughter, she likes to dance around and sing that. She's only 2.5, and she knows all the words. It just comes out in baby-nese. But she's dancing around to the whole thing. Anyway, so today we're talking about the haunted doll. Bum, bum, bum. So when you think of haunted dolls, Clay, it's likely the creepy old Victorian-looking porcelain dolls that you referred to before in another episode that might come out after this one. We don't know when you're going to do it, but that's what springs to mind.
Or like mystery.
Maybe the Annabelle doll. We talked about the Annabelle doll before, which we're going to touch in another episode. I like touching things, so we'll touch on the doll and show everybody where you touched me.
Thank you. Thanks for talking about touching and dolls. And
incidentally, their Annabelle doll I heard is in Las Vegas right now at an exhibit. I would love to go see it, and I'm going up there in a week, so maybe I'll go see and take a picture. And then
you can go touch it.
I won't go on a motorcycle afterward and then die in a motorcycle because that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go take a picture of Annabelle.
Have a haunted picture.
Yeah. But this one is not about those. It's about a Walt Disney's Frozen Elsa doll that was gifted for Christmas in 2013 in the Houston area. They made headlines when it seemingly became haunted. Okay. So
just seemingly out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, exactly. So bear with me and make sure you're getting your jokes ready because this is going to be a funny one. The doll recited phrases from the movie Frozen and saying, "Let it go. I bought this doll." Not this haunted doll. I bought this doll for my granddaughter. It said, "Let it go." When a button on its necklace was pressed, it was pretty much right on its chesticle, right in the middle. You just push the button. It's just like it's more of a Barbie doll. It looks like a Barbie doll, but it's an Elsa doll. And for 2 years, it did that in English. Mother Emily Madonia said. And then in 2015, it started doing it alternating between Spanish and English. I think that's pretty dope. You got yourself a Selena doll all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't a button to change these. It was just random. Sometimes they do it in Spanish. Sometimes they do it in English.
Interesting.
Interesting. I don't think speaking Spanish is a scary thing at all. I think that it's a very beautiful language, and I think that
No, but if you just woke up one day and started switching between the two languages, that'd be a little concerning.
I guess I think they probably bought it at Walmart and it just malfunctioned.
There's like a rare disorder where some people will go to sleep and they'll wake up and they'll
speak a different
language or have a different, like, really thick accent.
Nice.
My wife showed me the video of these people that were interviewed, and there's this like Mexican girl, and she just woke up, and I swear she sounds like she's speaking like Cantonese, but like in English. But like her accent is so, like, you would just assume she's from like Shanghai or like, so I don't know, somewhere in China. But it's like ridiculous. And then same thing with someone else who they just sounded like they were born like in Scotland. Like, and they to them, they don't think like they sound any different. They don't realize it. Yeah, they just think that they sound like themselves.
There was
was
a person that stated that he was from a he never spoke the language before, and he said that he was from that he was reincarnated after this accident. He had an accident. I'll have to find this information. We'll have to do this on an episode. But he had a horrible accident when he woke up. He remembered all of his past life, and he could speak ancient Aramaic. He was speaking in ancient Aramaic.
Yeah, see, that's weird.
That's a dead language. They don't even have. I don't think they have all the information about it yet.
It's interesting. But yeah, so Dahl's doing that. That's weird too.
And he had no experience with this language before. Okay.
Dolls can malfunction. People typically don't malfunction.
I think it's the other way around. I think dolls don't, and people usually do.
Well,
I'll see. But the family owned the doll for over 6 years, right?
Okay.
And they never changed its batteries. The mother says the doll would randomly begin to speak and sing even when the doll was turned off. The switch was turned off. That's some poltergeist shit right there. Remember poltergeist when the toys?
My toys do that. Not my toys. My my children's toys.
He owns toys too. I own toys, but ours aren't electronic because they didn't have those.
Well, like my youngest Link has one of those walkers with like the.
Well, you turn the switch off and it still goes on by itself.
And it's the same one we've had for all my kids. So I mean, it's almost like 8 years old at this point.
With the buttons and the shapes on it.
Yeah,
I got that at home too.
Yeah, but sometimes it'll just like. I'll leave the house, no one's here, and I'll come back and it'll be sitting in the same spot. Like it didn't move. It'll just be like going. Like the songs will be going.
Nice.
So yeah, I actually have a video on my phone of it. But
nice. Maybe you share that on the Instagram.
Maybe I will share that on the Instagram.
Yeah. Was it turned off? You hit the switch off?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Spooky.
Actually, I don't remember if the switch was off, but it wasn't going when I left.
Nothing should make it go.
It's not supposed to go unless you like press buttons.
Boo. That's terrifying. I love Poltergeist the movie, but that part always scared me. The toys all going off and the okay.
I wish the word was pronounced poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
I don't know why.
There's a word called poltergeist. It's when the spirit of geese.
Yeah.
And that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
So the family decided to throw this doll out, right, on December of 2019. So they kept this doll for 6 years before they decided to throw it out. I would have tossed that thing out a long time ago just because I was annoyed by it. But weeks later, they found it inside a bench in their living room. The kids insisted they didn't.
A
bench. And they have a bench in their living room. It's Texas. I don't know what they're doing down there, but I guess they have benches in their living room. So a park bench. I don't know.
Interesting.
It says bench. So the kids insisted they didn't put it there because they're filthy liars. Okay, they put it there. No. And the mother said, "I believe them because they wouldn't have dug through the garbage outside." And Madonia told KPR CT Houston News this was on.
Wait, how long between when they got rid of it to when it showed up?
Weeks later.
Well, even if they went digging through the garbage, why would it still be there? Most people get their garbage picked up once a week.
Right.
So like that doesn't even make sense, but okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Like as far as the mom saying, well, the kids wouldn't dig through the garbage. Well, it wouldn't have been in that garbage anyway. Unless they dug immediately and hid it and waited until the precise moment to put it on their indoor bench.
Right.
How old are these kids?
I didn't say. It's an Elsa doll, so they're not very old.
Yeah.
I like Olaf better. Give me an Olaf doll.
I mean, they probably got it when they were like really little, like maybe like 2 to 5. So they're probably like 10 or 11 if it's been 6
So
years.
you don't want to play that doll.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. So anyway, at that point, right, Elsa ceased to sing the English rendition of "Let It Go,"
And
entirely.
only saying Spanish?
Only saying Spanish when it was pressed. The family then double-bagged the bizarre doll and placed it at the bottom of their garbage, where it was taken out on garbage day. They went on a trip shortly after, and when they returned, Elsa, too, had come back and was waiting in the backyard of their house.
On their outdoor couch?
It says it's in the backyard of their couch. I don't know.
I can't get over the bench thing. Like, that's
Well,
just
it's
such a
Houston, so they
weird-
could have had a couch on their front porch. Just an old couch, just soaked by rain.
Yeah, as I was saying that, I realized that some people do have like patio furniture and they're like couches, but I just...
Have you been to Houston? I've seen some. So I've seen regular furniture on patios
I
and in
drove
yards.
through Texas and I don't remember anything except dirt.
Well, you drove through northern Texas because you're trying to get the hell out of there.
Well, we were driving to Michigan, so we went like through New Mexico, Texas.
That's the worst drive ever.
Whatever.
That's the worst drive.
There.
Oklahoma. You got to go through
We
Oklahoma.
did go through Oklahoma, but I think we went through like, I want to say Missouri's right there. I don't know. Anyway,
Missouri.
you can check it out on a map yourself to find out how to drive to Michigan.
It's not talk about geography.
It could be.
Talk about the scary.
How many of you would still be here if it was, though? None? That's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, one. Our same listenership we have now. Anyway, so when they returned home, right, the cat came back. Elsa came back the very next day. So she was waiting in the backyard. Okay. This time, the family finally decided to do something drastic. They mailed her to a family friend in Minnesota. Didn't you just say Minnesota? Funny. Michigan, sorry. Who taped the haunted doll to the front bumper of his truck.
Why?
I don't know. It doesn't seem to have made its way back to Houston yet, but as per Madonia's latest February Facebook update, the creepy doll had still not come back yet.
I think the doll just doesn't work properly, and they like forgot where they were putting it.
Yeah, they said they threw it in the trash, and they double bagged it, and they came back, and it was sitting in the backyard. So who knows? Maybe she smelled good and some dog got in.
Well, sometimes
kept
our
burying
trash
it.
gets full because I have to take out the trash like 2 or 3 times a day because a lot of people live in this house. So sometimes we'll have bags like waiting to go in after the trash gets taken out because the big bin is like too full. And it'll be like sitting next to the bin. And sometimes like the kids are playing over there. So like, I don't know how their house works.
It's not talk about garbage though. It's talk about scary.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, I don't think it's really like that much of a stretch to say that if it did get thrown away, that the kids probably did just pull it out of the trash. With that, and it's not saying you really have to dig through it. It could have been the top of the bag. It could have not even been in the bin. Like,
but as to our theme where we wanted to do a couple short talk about scaries that were fun, and you did one on haunted objects on eBay, which I hope comes out before this, but if not, you guys will just hear it later. I wanted to do this one, and I was originally supposed to do this one first, but you wanted to get ahead of me after I already took my good idea. So I wanted to do this one, and
well, mine was about lingerie. Lingerie always comes first.
everybody in Ziploc bags, and everyone and everyone likes Elsa, so I figured I would do that
they
one.
though?
I am an Olaf
I think
guy.
she's a little over, like Frozen in general, I think is a little bit overhyped. It's a good movie, but it's not like top of Disney's game.
We talk about Disney a lot. Do you realize that?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Disney to come after us.
Yeah, you keep taunting them, they will. They'll come charging at you. Anyway, that was the end of my story about the haunted doll. There's nothing else that happened with it, but I thought it was a real fun episode and a short one people could listen
somehow
to.
escapes being taped on the front of the car in Minnesota, then there's maybe something really there to talk about. But I think
this family
there's
just
not
needs
a
to
lot
let
of-
it go, though. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
And if you guys want to actually get updates on Emily Madonia's epic story about the Elsa doll, you can go to her Facebook page. She posts everything there. Tell her that Talk About Scary sent you, and I don't know. There's no discount. There's nothing. There's no Elsa doll.
What would you
for
even get a discount for? Like,
I don't know. Maybe she's
visiting her
selling
Facebook? Like,
haunted items from her house. I don't know. Benches.
maybe she's the one who sold the Ziploc bag.
Who knows? But that's the end of the story there. That's all I got for you today.
Well, that was a short episode, but
Thanks for nothing, Adam. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, basically. What a waste of time. No, I'm just- I think that sometimes these shorter episodes that are about more bizarre things than haunted hotels or things that we cover so often, they're just more interesting. I mean, yeah, it's dumb and I don't believe any of that at all, but it's still fun to talk about. And I bet most people who are listening to this episode had never heard of this, or even, probably the only haunted doll they'd ever heard of was Annabelle.
Yeah, absolutely. Or all the haunted clown dolls that Clay keeps up in his house everywhere, which is weird. He has like thousands of clown dolls. I don't know why he has those everywhere.
Well, 40 years ago, when I was 15, I was in the circus.
Nice.
I'm 72 now, so.
He has a bust of an ancient president up there.
Those are composers. That's Bach and Mozart.
I can't even see. How can you tell? They're all just...
My wife tells me. I don't know. She just, they're hers. But she likes those a lot. So we'd like to remind everyone out there to keep it real.
Keep it real. And don't forget to watch A Haunting at the Monte Vista, now on Tubi. Okay, that's all I got to say.
And it's about haunted hotels, which we just talked about. You should probably avoid those.
Yeah.
But check out this. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out.
So we're going to finish this episode up with something that I know Adam really enjoys, and he's going to fade out into the sunset.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We love you. Keep it real. Stop doing that.